Welcome to the Free Thinkers International podcast. Here you can listen to the latest articles published on freethinkersinternational.net. Subscribe now and never miss an episode. Want to hear your story or article featured? Share it on our website, and who knows, our listeners might enjoy your story soon. I'm Sound of Liberty. I hope you enjoy this podcast. Deeply spiritual and atheist. Some people are spiritual to the degree that they cannot leave the faith. They mold their arguments with possession of cognitive biases, fallacies, formal fallacies, and are not well read. But rather, it is because their spirituality is so strong that it won't allow them to escape it. But some people are deeply spiritual and atheist. So how come they connect something that cannot be connected at a glance? Those deeply spiritual who are hopeless. No escape from faith. People cannot escape their faith because it's deeply tied to their psychology. The human brain evolved to detect patterns and find meaning, leading many to see a deity's influence. This provides comfort in uncertain times. Religion offers emotional support during crisis, making it difficult to let go. Social pressures reinforce belief by creating a sense of community and identity. Leaving faith can feel isolating. Faith also provides moral structure and purpose, which is hard to replace. Cognitive dissonance keeps people from questioning their beliefs, reinforcing the cycle. Faith endures because of its emotional and psychological benefits. People find it hard to escape because religion gives comfort and answers to life's biggest questions. It helps them cope with crisis, reinforcing the idea of a higher power. Social bonds make it harder to leave. Breaking away from shared beliefs can mean losing community support, creating fear of isolation. The need for belonging keeps people tied to their religion. Without that sense of purpose, individuals may feel adrift. Dubious religious morality. Moral direction provided by religion also plays a role. People rely on religious teachings to guide their decisions and actions. It offers a clear sense of right and wrong. Losing this framework can create uncertainty and confusion. Religion fills the gap, making people reluctant to abandon their beliefs. Even when logic or evidence challenges faith, people hold on to it because it provides stability and certainty. Cognitive dissonance plays a strong part in this. When faced with information that contradicts their beliefs, people often strengthen their faith instead of changing it. They cling to what they know to avoid discomfort. This mental process creates a self-reinforcing loop. When doubt gets suppressed and faith becomes stronger, this cycle keeps individuals from fully examining or abandoning their beliefs. Faith persists because it satisfies deep human needs. It offers emotional security, moral guidance, and social belonging. Even when faced with scientific evidence, these benefits are hard to replace. This combination of psychological, emotional, and social factors keeps people tied to their beliefs. It makes escaping faith a difficult and often unlikely process. Those who can escape, deeply spiritual and atheist. Rational atheists who practice a faith find themselves in an unusual position. They don't believe in the supernatural elements of religion, yet they engage in its rituals, find meaning in its teachings, and participate in its communities. They are fully aware that the doctrines of religion may not hold up under scientific scrutiny, but they recognize the value that religious practice can bring to their lives. In Christianity, some rational atheists appreciate the moral teachings of Jesus, particularly his messages of compassion, forgiveness, and community support. They might attend church services not out of belief in God, but for the social connection, ethical reflection, and sense of tradition. For them, Christian rituals, such as prayer or participation in religious holidays, might serve as moments of mindfulness or reflection, rather than acts of devotion to a divine being. The community aspect of church life can provide them with a strong sense of belonging and emotional support, which are valuable even without belief in the religious tenets. Buddhism offers another example where rational atheists may engage with the faith despite not adhering to its supernatural claims. Buddhism, especially in its secular forms, focuses heavily on mindfulness, meditation, and ethical living. Many rational atheists are drawn to Buddhism for its practical approach to reducing suffering and increasing compassion. Practices such as meditation and mindfulness are scientifically supported for their psychological benefits, which makes Buddhism appealing even to those who do not believe in reincarnation, karma, or enlightenment as supernatural processes. Some atheists view Buddhist teachings as a form of philosophy rather than religion, engaging with it intellectually and pragmatically while leaving behind its metaphysical elements. Hinduism and Judaism. In Hinduism, rational atheists might appreciate the rich cultural and philosophical traditions while setting aside belief in deities like Brahma, Vishnu, or Shiva. Hindu festivals and rituals often provide a strong sense of community and cultural continuity. Atheists in predominantly Hindu cultures may celebrate these festivals not as acts of worship but as important cultural traditions. Practices like yoga and meditation, rooted in Hindu thought, are embraced for their physical and mental health benefits rather than their spiritual purposes. Judaism also has many secular or atheist followers, particularly within the Reform or humanistic branches. These individuals may not believe in a literal God or the divine origins of the Torah, yet they still practice Jewish traditions. Many see value in the ethical teachings, communal rituals, and cultural identity that Judaism provides. Celebrating holidays like Passover or Yom Kippur may offer a way to connect with family and heritage, even without belief in divine intervention. In Shintoism, rational atheists might participate in rituals honoring nature and ancestors, not because they believe in spirits or gods, but because these rituals foster a connection to the natural world and cultural history. The practice of visiting shrines or participating in seasonal festivals can offer a sense of peace and respect for tradition without requiring belief in the supernatural. Deeply spiritual and atheist, yet rational. These rational atheists are often guided by a pragmatic approach. They see the value in the community, tradition, and ethical guidance that religion provides, while maintaining a skeptical or even outright dismissive view of its supernatural claims. For them, religion becomes a tool for navigating life, providing structure, moral reflection, and community engagement, rather than a literal truth to be followed blindly. This practice is not without its challenges. Rational atheists in religious communities often walk a fine line. They may have to navigate relationships with believers who expect genuine faith, which can create tension. Others, however, might find the religious communities are more open to varied interpretations of belief, allowing a space for doubt and secular involvement. In the end, rational atheists who practice a faith do so with clear intent. They separate the metaphysical from the practical, engaging in religious life for its social, psychological, and ethical benefits. Their relationship with religion is one of utility rather than devotion. And while they reject the existence of divine beings, they continue to find value in the practices that have shaped human cultures for millennia. Practicing faith. Some atheists find themselves practicing religious rituals or seeking faith due to deep emotional or spiritual feelings. They might not believe in a deity or follow religious doctrines, but the emotional pull is strong. This often comes from a desire for meaning, connection, or transcendence. The rituals and community aspects of religion provide a sense of comfort that purely rational thought may not offer. A profound sense of awe in the universe, which some people feel as spiritual, can lead them back to religious practices, even though they do not believe in a God. This emotional or spiritual need often stems from the deep psychological benefits that religious practices offer. Participating in communal prayers, attending services, or observing religious traditions may provide emotional catharsis. This need for structure and spiritual expression is strong, even for those who intellectually dismiss the belief systems these practices stem from. For some, the beauty in religious music, art, or the tradition of moral contemplation resonates at a level beyond reason, making faith appealing even in the absence of belief. Overcoming the faith. On the other side, there are many atheists today who were once deeply religious but have overcome these feelings through rational thought. These individuals may have started with strong religious convictions but began to question their faith as they encountered contradictions between religious teachings and their experiences in the world. Some struggled with moral inconsistencies in religious doctrines. Others found that the scientific understanding of the universe made supernatural explanations unnecessary. Over time, rational arguments chipped away at their spirituality, and they gradually let go of their religious beliefs. This process often involves intense self-reflection and study. These atheists examine their faith critically, investigating both the history and logic behind religious doctrines. They explore questions about the origins of life, morality, and the universe, looking for answers grounded in reason rather than faith. As they study philosophy, science, and secular ethics, they find that rational explanations satisfy their need for understanding without invoking supernatural causes. This intellectual journey can be long, and for many, it involves emotional challenges, as letting go of faith means letting go of deeply ingrained parts of their identity and worldview. In the end, these former believers replace faith with a sense of awe in human potential, science, and rational inquiry. They find fulfillment in understanding the world through logic and reason, often embracing humanism, secularism, or atheism as a framework for their values. While they may still feel moments of spiritual longing, they now challenge those feelings into admiration for the beauty of the natural world, human creativity, and the vastness of the universe, without the need for religious explanations. Their transition from spiritual belief to rational atheism represents a deep shift, where emotion and intellect ultimately find harmony through reason. Deeply spiritual and atheist, it can get along. While the worldview is firmly given for a well-read, educated, intelligent person who is also devoid of cognitive biases, fallacies, and formal fallacies, it doesn't exclude spiritual experiences. All of these people are atheists but didn't serve their connections. Alain de Botton, Cultural Aspects of Christianity. Sam Harris, Meditation from Buddhism. Richard Dawkins, Celebrates Christmas Culturally. Stephen Fry, Cultural Practices of Anglicanism. Julia Sweeney, Buddhist Meditation. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, Participates in Christian events for cultural reasons. Ricky Gervais, Enjoys some religious holidays. Penn Jillette, Attends family religious events. Christopher Hitchens, Appreciated Jewish cultural traditions. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Celebrates cultural religious holidays. Woody Allen, Cultural Jewish practices. Larry David, Cultural aspects of Judaism. Bill Maher, Celebrates cultural traditions despite atheism. David Silverman, Secular Jewish traditions. Peter Boghossian, Engages with religious cultural practices. You can be deeply spiritual and an atheist, maintaining scientific rigor while experiencing something that is either an evolutionary adaptation or a byproduct. Originally published on janbryxi.com. The end. Thank you for tuning into the Freethinkers International podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Remember, you can explore more thought-provoking articles and stories on freethinkersinternational.net. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Got a story to share? Publish it on our website and your voice could be featured in an upcoming episode. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay free. Bye-bye.